Hello everyone, BoarControl here, back again with another deck guide. Bomb Warrior was requested quite a lot in the comment section from you guys, so here we are with Bomb Warrior. I've gone with the most standard build here. Here, 1 Brawl, you have the green skin, Grom, Deathwing, all the good stuff, Wrench Caliber. This is it plays a bit differently to the other Warrior decks like Egg Warrior. This deck is more about just the objective is to win with basically just Wrench Caliber and bombs. You just stall the rest of the time. You have Grom as well for 10 damage, but the rest of the game you're just gaining armor with Skipper, Armistice combo, drawing cards, removing with Brawl, removing with Deathwing, all that stuff. In terms of card replacements, cards you might not have, what can you change? So, most expensive cards, legendaries. Blastmaster Boom is pretty core to the deck with the Wrench Caliber. This is normally a win condition, so you kind of need this. Greenskin, you don't necessarily need Greenskin. Instead of Greenskin, you could play, if we look at Pirates, there is this 4-mana Horde Pillager you can play instead, which re-equips the Wrench Caliber. That's a similar thing to Greenskin in the sense that you end up with more bombs going into the deck. Deathwing, Grom, you could cut Deathwing for 2nd Brawl. Grom, not really much you can do in terms of changing Grom out. Just play another decent card. If maybe, I mean, you could play Cork on if you wanted to reach, but that card's not great. I'm not entirely sure, but you should probably craft Grom anyway. It's a classic card. But yeah, just a Horde Pillager is probably fine instead of Grom. Just something for extra damage. That's the deck. Now I'm going to go into some mulligans. You're losing Galacon Priest, Highland Hunter, and Egg Warrior. Favoured against pretty much everything else. Destroys Quest Log, especially if you're looking for a deck that does that. Mulligans. Overall Mulligan win rate, Corsair Cash, Anchor, Skipper. Yeah, these are the cards you want to be keeping. These are the better cards. I imagine Sword and Board is just high because of the Demon Hunter matchup mainly. Let's compare it to the kept percentages overall. Looks like Skipper is underkept. 3rd highest win rate card, only kept 40% of the time. Armorsmith also underkept. Bladestorm overkept. So think about that maybe in the mulligans. We don't want to keep Bladestorm almost ever. Maybe you want to be keeping Armorsmith and Rizzy Skipper more than you are doing right now. It obviously depends matchup to matchup, so we can have a look at that. Versus Demon Hunter, Mulligan win rate. Smith, Sword and Board, Skipper. Yeah, this is obviously what you want. Yep. These are the best cards easily compared to the kept percentage. And yeah, people are generally keeping the right cards here. Looking like things are going well there. Yeah, I guess Brute arguably underkept. Maybe if you have a Skipper Smith hand, you can consider keeping Brute. But even then, I don't mind not keeping Brute. Looks like people know what they're doing here. Versus Druid. Let's have a look. So we have... Look at the winner of Shield Slam and Deathwing here, compared to how often they're kept. Deathwing, one of the highest Mulligan rate cards. It looks like if you already have like a Corsair Cash, Deathwing could be a good card to keep. Just as a board removal against a Mount Seller turn or something. I mean, is there enough data? Maybe not, but looking at these cards aren't bad to have. Shield Slam also being helpful to kill a Mount Seller. Definitely could be something you should be worth considering to keep more. Bladestorm looks like it's overkept here, especially because if the Druid just ramps into Mount Seller, Bladestorm isn't even good. I think this is you can see it's massively overkept, this card, compared to how good it actually is going to be for you. Yeah, you can see the Brawl as well, similar high win rate, and then not kept that much. Like the Bladestorm is kept more than the Brawl, when the Brawl is actually the card that's clearing the Mount Seller. In order to clear the Glowfly Swarm board, you already have Rizzy Skipper, which you could draw naturally. Additionally, you could Corsair Cash into Anchor, or you could just draw Anchor. So, you're quite likely to hit Skipper, so the Bladestorm just, yeah, not necessary. Versus Hunter, usual early game stuff. The Skipper here definitely gets worse, because Hunter generally plays bigger minions, like 5/4 Dormant card, 4 drops of 5/4, just bigger minions that Skipper isn't doing too much against. But yeah, looking like people are keeping the right cards here. Makes a lot of sense. Versus Mage. Have a look. Okay, let's look at Corsair Cash, Anchor stuff. Shield Slam looks like it's underkept again. Greenskin, I mean, you wouldn't keep Greenskin on its own, only if you had Corsair Cash. Even then, you might get oozed. Probably Greenskin's a risky keep, I would say. Even Red Color by itself is a fine keep. Just because the bombs are so good against Mage, because it's probably Highlander Mage, and shuffling 2 bombs into the deck is basically a win con, because it stops the Highlander cards from being active. We can see here, yeah, Shield Stamp underkept, Smith underkept, Boom even underkept. Imagine if you have like Corsair Cash, Boom could definitely be a card you want to be keeping. Battle Rage also underkept. Like, one of the ways you can lose if you run out of cards, Battle Rage will stop that from happening. You're looking at there's a lot going wrong here in the mulligans. Some of these cards which should never be kept, like Sword and Board, are being kept 30% of the time. Yeah, you never want to keep Sword and Board for sure. Core Master as well, not good. Next up, Paladin Skip versus Priest. Really tough matchup, Priest. Yep, makes a lot of sense. Blastmaster Boom so high. Priest doesn't draw cards, so they can really out-heal you very easily from the bombs, and they also don't draw the bombs. And they have the lifesteal cards as well. The best way to win is just you Corsair Cash Wrench Caliber, bang, 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 drop the boom, boom, they die. So that's what you're looking to do. Draw deck as fast as possible. Imagine Battle Rage is a high win rate card, yep. And then look at its kept percentage. Way too low, way too low on the kept percentage of Battle Rage. Should be kept a lot more than this. Yeah, Corsair Cash, yeah, that's what you're looking for. Blastmaster Boom also kept 20% of the time. Should be kept like way more often. Anytime you have, even without Corsair Cash, I think you should be keeping Blastmaster Boom, to be honest. I don't know how you win without the Blastmaster Boom being active on curve. Or them drawing loads of bombs in a row sort of stuff, or them having a really bad hand. So, yeah, that's Priest versus Rogue. Corsair Cash the nuts. Armorsmith Brawl, just ways to remove board with Skipper, massively underkept. Even the Skipper itself seems underkept here. Battle Rage again. I imagine the Battle Rage here isn't as important as against Priest, because Rogue, you can just remove a lot of their stuff, and you're not worried about killing them because the bombs will get them eventually, sort of thing. So I don't think you need to keep Battle Rage that often. But yeah, you can see the stuff here compared to the kept percentages. Brute underkept, Brawl underkept. Sky Raider overkept. Sword and Board again, another card that's overkept. Sword and Board's mainly in here for the Demon Hunter matchup, but you don't want to be keeping against other classes really. Versus Shaman, not a class. Versus Warlock, really favoured. Corsair Cash, kept 100 at a time. Boom, I'm loving it. Yep. Anchor, Greenskin, looking good, looking good. Yeah, I mean, not enough data here, it would say. But I don't think you can go too much wrong in this matchup. I don't really think you can go wrong. Not much to say there. Versus Warrior. A lot of time it's Egg Warrior. Egg Warrior is an annoying matchup because you struggle to deal with the eggs. But yeah, Corsair Cash, Anchor, Skipper, usual stuff. What's underkept here? Deathwing underkept? Well, it's tough to make yourself keep a Deathwing though. But Deathwing can be really useful as a finisher. If Deathwing can be kept as like a third or fourth card in your hand if you already have something good. Like if you already have the Corsair Cash sort of stuff. Bladestorm is always overkept. Skipper Smith seems underkept. I imagine once they do a Skipper turn, you want your Skipper turn in response. And Skipper plus Smith can be a good way of winning. If you gain too much life, then the Egg Warrior can sometimes struggle dealing all the damage it needs to win. Especially if you get them off board with a Brawl or something in the mid game. Although I wouldn't say you want to keep Brawl. But yeah, those are the mulligans. Now some gameplay. Okay, so first game up against the Priest. Oof. So versus Priest, we just saw how yucky the matchup looked. We can have a look again. Versus Priest. Last one's been Corsair Cash, Sky Raider. I mean, Sky Raider's probably worth keeping. But yeah, Sky Raider going first. Sky Raider going second, maybe a little less worth keeping. Sword and Board's not good. Neither is Brute. I mean, they're not the worst cards to pick up. But not picking up a Corsair Cash is just going to be the issue here. We can probably turn on some in-game music. What's happening in the tavern? Not much going on. So I'm not going to armor up. It would be nice if I get my face damaged in order to get Battle Rage off. We have double brute here. Tough to get a wide board though. Does the priest draw a pirate? No pirate for the priest, unlucky. Maybe I play a 2-mana pirate here. Yeah, okay. We are getting some early chip in, which is nice. Okay, there's Corsair Cash. See if it picks up Anchor. Nope. Okay. Probably just gonna take block. I'm taking block just it draws a card. I don't know. I think I'm kind of failing on ever getting damaged enough. For a good Battle Rage. Could have jammed an Heroic Strike into his head. Yeah, so Grom, how do you activate in this deck? Sword and Board, Skipper. It's a bit awkward, like you want to just go face, but then the lifesteal spell's going to come get you. I'm not really sure what to do about that, really. Just going to hope he doesn't have the lifesteal spell, really. We have this Skipper swing turn. If I can draw Battle Rage, that'd be amazing. But yeah, with the Venge Caliber in this deck, it generally just always wants to go face. Venge Caliber isn't great at trading. Once you pressure their life total, and they're concerned about the bombs in their deck, they have to play inefficiently. Maybe they don't draw cards. I mean, Priest doesn't draw cards anyway. Maybe they do plays which they heal themselves rather than their minions, sort of thing. Looks like he doesn't have a lifesteal spell here, which is really nice. Oof. 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 That's a lot of oofs. I don't really want to put the weapon into this, but I need to remove it. I need to remove it with Sword and Board. I want to draw Battle Rage before I go in on my Skipper turn. Okay, so the Battle Rage is picked up. That's a Galacron coming down. So we can have 1, 2, 3 damaged minions. This costs 4. So I think we just pass. I want him to develop minions so we can get more damaged minions so the Brute gets active. Brute gets cheaper to get a better Battle Rage. If you might be against a clever priest here, he's not going to play any minions. My priest opponent is too smart. Okay, so there's the Skipper picked up. Will my priest opponent play minions? That is the question. Oh, a minion. Pog! Probably should play the Skippers, which aren't created by, just a small information gain.
Don't
A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. This costs 3. 1, 3, 6, 8, 10 or something. Okay. That's another minion. We'll also have the green skin off this. Battle Age draws 3 regardless. Probably should trade the higher health one. Don't think it matters too much though. Oh, overdrew the bomb! Hello? Actually, Priest, man. Second Corsair Cash is dead. So, your Blastmaster Boom, what can happen is they can play Plague of Death if they generate it or they run it. So sometimes you might want to Blade Storm the same turn you play your Blastmaster Boom. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you might have lifesteal spells, sort of stuff. I know. I can just shield slam it for tempo. Oh, he's drawing all the bombs. I mean, that's kind of good and bad. I want to get the Blastmaster Boom active, but we might get lethal. Is this going to heal for infinite? Because of the AoE with spells? He didn't have Apotheosis in hand like a couple of turns ago. Didn't think too much about this. Priest always finds a way to scam you. Just unwritten rule. Okay, I want to kill this without damaging it, which means just Blade Storm. Oh, sorry, I'll kill it without damaging it. You know what I meant to say. I wanted to kill it without it life-stealing anymore. I'm just going to play the Lackey. Am I? Is it ever going to stick? The Lackey could be +1 damage later. I don't think my board ever sticks, right, actually. We can just skip a Blastmaster Boom.
change your mind.
The question is, will his board get more populated? Because I don't want to waste the bombs. And I could play Deathwing this turn, but I think his board will get bigger on future turns. Also, he could draw bombs, so I'm just going to do this in Bladestorm and hope the bombs go face. I cannot actually believe it. 6 bombs, 3 of them hit a 4/4, and it didn't die. Oh. If he lifesteals off this now, I don't know, maybe I should have just left the bombs up. I could have just left the bombs up, but I feel like Priest would have done something nasty to me. Because Priest is evil. So he's filling his hand so he can't drop bombs. Yep. Makes sense. Okay. So let's make him have an answer here. And he needs to fill his hand while having the answer. But yeah, it looks like we're just about not going to get there. If he can't fit his hand. Okay. Is he playing? Oh, he's. Oh my goodness, no! Maybe he can't kill Grom.
Your head isn't as empty as it looks.
Second Armor Smith turn of the game for the warrior.
Time is running out.
Okay. Let's just... Yep, I'm gonna go max tempo. I shield slam it first, because I don't want him to gain armor. Chancey Thought Stall Brawl, maybe. Skipper might push some damage. Three bombs in deck. Well, he drew another answer. His removal card adds a card to his hand, isn't that nuts? Okay, so he has to draw 2 bombs next turn. Oh my. If he just hero powers and doesn't play a card, I could chip for 1 each turn. He can't. He needs to play 1 more card, I think. Unless that card makes a card. If he needs to 1 more. Oh my goodness. I mean, the Smith will chip 1 a turn otherwise. He needs a card that makes a card. Oh! Of course, he randomly generates a card that makes a card. Obviously, it's Priest. But we win the brawl, and I'm getting one in a turn. Or if it's not a bomb, it's not a bomb. Can you play another card that makes a card? Oh, he has his hero power, yeah. He has this stupid hero power. Oh, and he got a dragon that makes cards! I think it's Priest's actual torture, guys. Actual torture. Yeah, I just lose. I just can't get the last 3 damage in. I want to concede, it's kind of boring. I don't think he can really throw this one. There's no way I can win, right? None of my cards do anything. We'll just pass one more turn. I'm ready to concede. I mean, he just needs to play a minion in the hero power every turn. It's not exactly a tough equation for him. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Priest! Okay. Up against Demon Hunter. So. What are we looking for versus Demon Hunter? Have a look back at the Mulligan page. We can clearly see Archer, Skipper, Sawnboard, Skyrider, Quartermaster, Anchor, Corsair, Cash. Going first. I feel like Corsair gets a lot better. So, looking like just a Corsair Cash keep to me. I don't see an Anchor, I don't see a Skipper, I don't see a Quartermaster, I don't see a Raider. I don't see an Arsmith, I don't see a Sword and Board. On the coin, I don't know why I looked at going first, by the way. Yeah, regardless, I think Corsair Cash is fine. I'll show the actual stats on the coin. Corsair Cash is much lower. Sky, the Skipper, Sword and Board, Armor Smith. It's fine. Tee-hee. Oh look, Skipper Smith. All's well that ends well. He trades, okay. Just gonna poke this before its attack gets increased. Okay. So we can go Skipper, Armor Smith, Sky the next turn. The question is if I Corsair Cash or like Armor Up Shield Slam the 3-1 here. Opponent is pretty much out of cards at this point. I'm not going to run out of cards. Okay, we do Greenskin. I'm not sure about this Shield Slam. I might not go for the Skipper turn next turn. I might just play Wrench Caliber and go face. That's it. On average, most likely we drew one of these 2 cards, right? We can do the skipper turn later. We don't have to do it now. Shield block, shield stun would have been nice. I'm not sure about how this game panned out, to be honest. Kind of lean towards a brawl now. This was the most annoying turn 4 play by a mile. I mean, am I going to be able to gain enough armor here on my skipper turn? Draw a brute, maybe? Like, if I face tank it, I'm going for the skipper turn next anyway, so it just doesn't seem, it just doesn't make sense to do it. Shuffling bombs makes his skull slightly worse. That's the argument for doing that, I guess. Yeah, the shield stun was probably nonsense. Okay, the brute was a good pickup here. I'm just about staying alive.
Do you see what must be done?
Okay. Any minions? Well, this is kind of a disaster, isn't it? He's out of cards though. Okay.
Our enemies will fall.
Not a bad top deck for my opponent there.
I cannot do that.
1, 2, 3 damaged minions.
I'll show you who's boss.
Step up!
And there's 2 bombs in the deck. So Grom's has a lethal. I managed to win this one. Don't think it was perfect play though. Shield Sam was probably nonsense that I did.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Okay. We just need to armor up to avoid losing this one. So there has to be Skull, and the Skull has to draw Metamorphosis. And then also needs to draw Chaos Strike and Twin Size. Yeah, nice. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the Bomb Warrior. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below. I don't know how much I play this deck on my stream, but possibly. You can do that as well, twitch.tv/BoarControl HS. Ask any questions there as well. Any more decks you want to see any videos on, just feel free to tell me, and I will get right on them. But for now, have a good day wherever you may be. I will see you next time.